Hello and welcome back to Yorkshire Railway, and welcome back to something a little bit different today. So as you can see before me, I've got my lovely Dapple MGA bogie box fans, and what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be adding a realistic load to them. So as you can see here, I've got a mix of 50-50 PVA and water. We've got a pipette, Stanley blade, I've got behind me, because I've got to lay them out, pair of scissors. I've got a scoop for scooping the sand. I've got some pieces of foam. Now that'll become clear why I've got that in a second. And I've got this lovely sand. I picked this up from an aquarium shop when I went to go and get some fish food, and I picked something else up as well. But yeah, it's a really fine texture. As you can see, it's quite fine for sand, but in terms of obviously gauging wise, it looks really nice. Coarse sand, or even like a could even class as pea gravel, but I just thought it looks really nice. It's a really nice colour, and I thought, yeah, that will look nice in a rake of bogie box fans. So that's my plan, is that I'm going to start off with these. I'm going to probably get at least a couple more packs of these, so I've got at least 6 wagons, and then I'll be hauling this sand around the layout. But anyway, I'm here today to show you how we go about turning this empty wagon into a realistic filled load. Now, so you can buy resin set loads for a lot of Dapple products, but a lot of manufacturers as well. And as much as they are nice, they cost expense at the end of the day. And for the sake of what I've got here, which something to cut with, glue, and a bit of sand, it didn't really cost a lot at all. I mean, I think that's a lot cheaper than buying some loads and then paying the shipping fee to have them delivered, or even going to go and pick them up. Plus I thought it was something nice to try and do myself. Gives it a bit more customizability then, doesn't it? So the plan is, I'm going to take this blue foam, I'm going to cut this down, and I'm going to put that inside here. Now, the reason for that is because this sand, obviously when it's stacked up, will be quite heavy. And the one thing that you really don't want to do is put so much sand in the wagon, because it'd be very easy to essentially scoop, tip, bit of glue on, done. But that will make these wagons incredibly heavy. And although they are quite light at the minute, obviously a full rake of them, it's going to get to the point where the locos can't pull the rake round, or you'd have to double head them. But it'll burn out the motors quicker. So what this does is this provides like sort of a very, because it's sponge at the end of the day, it's a bit of foam, it's just very light, and what that'll do is create a buffer zone between the bottom of the loco. Essentially all we want to do is we just want to have a bit over the top, to give the illusion of sand in the rolling stock. So yeah, basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to begin by cutting these down. So you'll have to forgive me, but let's see what's going to cut better. Probably going with the scissors. So I think we'll start there. Trying to get it as straight as possible, but it's not 100% necessary, because at the end of the day, as long as it fits in, we'll all be okay. So just need a little bit trimming off the sides. A little bit more. Obviously it's always best don't cut too much because you can always take off more, but you can't add to it. So there we go. As you can see, I have cut it too thick. So what we'll do is we'll take this down by another half. Yeah, that's looking a lot better. That half can then go in there. What I'll do is I'll just chop that little bit off. It's a little bit wonky in there, so what I can do is just cut a little bit off. And shove that in like so. So there we go. So I might neaten that up just a little bit in the middle, but as you can see, that's filled with foam, and then when we backfill it with sand, that you won't be able to see any of this foam at all, but it'll just stop it all sinking into the crevices. So yeah, what I'll do is I'll neaten this up a little bit just on top. It's, bear with me because I'm not the best with scissors, just because I'm left-handed and I haven't got any left-handed scissors, but it is what it is. Yeah, I'm rather happy with that. As I say, certain areas might need a bit of a touch. I might just get rid of that little bit there. So that's showing up just a touch. There we go. One done. So, as you can see, that's the foam in. It doesn't go all the way to the top, as you can see. And then what we'll do is we'll start adding the sand. So I've got this nice little scoop, so I'll not put too much on. Gently does it. There we go. So what I might just do is spilled a little bit, but part of messy modelling, that's what happens. There we go, right. So what I might just do is there we go. So in terms of weight, it's not that bad, but I think I'll agree that looks pretty decent. Obviously the sand of the excess, we can get rid of that. Now what we'll do is, we've just got to take a bit of glue, and then gently just let that soak in. Obviously you can see the colour change, but also we don't want to have too much that it's pooling on top, so it's good that it's draining, really. But what this will do is it will stick all of this together. And what I'll do is I'll just spin it around just to make sure I've got every spot possible. There we go. We're just starting to get to the stage now where it's taking a little bit less time to drain through, so I'm going to stop putting any more sand in there, and that will basically just dry here overnight, and we'll come back and take a look at the finished product. But I'm quite happy with that. You know, it looks really nice in the colour, adds a bit more realism to it. Certainly, you know, this is my first ever attempt at doing something like this, so it will get better with time. But yeah, I'm rather happy with how that's turning out. You know, in terms of obviously the weight, I'd say it's not that much more heavy. Although like a lot of sand did go into there, yeah, it's not as heavy as I thought it was going to be. It looks really great, and I'm happy with how that's come out. Main thing now really to do is just pop it somewhere that you're not going to knock it, because you don't want to be tipping it over and having it spill out, because all your hard work's going to go to kaput. So yeah, I'm going to put that out of the way in a minute. And what we'll do is I'll build the other one up. But yeah, we'll go for a speed round of this one. I think we might be able to actually, no we're not, that's fine. We'll cut some more foam. So cut that down by half. Definitely not done as neat a job with this one, but it gives me a chance to get rid of some of the scrap pieces. So, you know, waste not, want not. You don't want to be wasting any of your valuable crafts. So at the end of the day, stuff all costs money. So let's have a look at that. Yeah, I don't think that's going to be that bad. Right, part 2. So again, And there we go. So as you can see, that one was a little bit more of a cock up, should I say, than the first one. I think the first one went a lot more smoother, but got there in the end. And I think I'll just move this one a little bit closer. Yeah, I think you'll agree that that's quite a nice load. You know, I'm not sure what colour the sand will be. It's gone a little bit darker than expected when the glue's gone out, as it's glue and water mix. I'm not sure what colour it'll go when it's dry, but yeah, you know, if it stays this colour, I'm absolutely fine with it. I'm probably going to use some of it on the layout anyway, so it does look quite industrial aggregate. So yeah, that is quite nice in that sense. That we've got something like that. So yeah, you know, I've got plenty of sand that I can do multiple units like this, as well as I've got other sand planned for the future. But yeah, I'm really happy with this. Like I say, you know, if you're enjoying this kind of series, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Just shows you how easy it is to add something like this. So the foam itself is actually part of a filter cartridge for an aquarium filter. It's all come from the same thing. I've got a fish tank basically, so I've got a few bits lying around, but the actual sponges were about £4, I think. So yeah, not bad with that. The sand was a burst bag, so I got that considerable discount, so that only cost a couple of quid. Bottle of glue off the internet, that's probably the most expensive thing. I think that was about a tenner. Obviously, a water. It comes out the tap. So yeah, all in all, very inexpensive. I reckon this probably would have cost less than the resin. Definitely, you know, even with if you pay for the foam, the amount of sand used in this, you could get the smallest bag of sand possible, and you've still got, like, you know, you can see how much I've got left over here, and this is only a small portion of the bag that I've actually got, and this is last ages and ages and ages. So yeah, really happy with how much I've got left of that. So yeah, definitely going to be my my new go-to. And obviously we've got a little bit that's spilt over. I'll brush that to one side, put that back in the tub, and away we go. But yes, we'll get a little bit of a closer look so you can see it once it's dry, and let me know what you think. Okay, so it is the next day and all the glue is dry, and I hope you agree with me, but I think these have turned out absolutely fantastic. You know, I'm really happy with how the sand is looking in there. It sort of does look a little bit more like gravel, sort of at scale size, but I'm quite happy with that. You know, I think it does definitely work really well with these wagons, and I think once I get a full rake, I think yeah, it'll definitely look even better. What I'll do now is I'll overlay some footage of these wagons without the sand in, just so you can sort of see the difference that adding a realistic load to them has really done. But yeah, I think definitely it has enhanced them a hell of a lot, and you know, in terms of weight, it's not really added a great amount more to them, so I don't think the locos will struggle to pull them, but there's only one way to test that, and I'll hook the Class 66 up to them, and we'll send them on a little trip around the layout. And there we are, hooked up, and I think it's looking absolutely spectacular. So what I'll do is I'll just reach over and give the Class 66 a little bit of juice. Wrong direction. Pull off nice and smoothly. See, absolutely effortlessly. And there we go. The Class 66 making its voyage with the MGA bogie box fans. Not struggling at all pulling those around. Definitely will be doing this with more wagons, giving them a bit more of a realistic look, and yeah, eventually making a really nice looking fleet. But if you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit a like, as well as drop a comment down below what I should add a load to next, as well as if you've any suggestions for any other rolling stock you think I should get, drop them down in the comments down below as well. And if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. It's free to do so, but also really massively helps me out. Helps my videos get a bit more recognition on the YouTube algorithm. As I say, free to do so, so come on, hit that subscribe button and let's get this community growing even more than it already has. Some fantastic subscribers already, got some regular viewers as well as some new ones always commenting, so it's really nice to see on my part, and it really does massively make my day. So yeah, hit subscribe, drop a comment and hit the like. I will catch you in the next video. That is all from me today, guys. Take care, see you later.